You should go and vote. Everyone should honestly take part in this wonderful election that happens every 4 years. This November 3rd, aka next week, is going to be election day. And if you're either going to be sending in a mail in ballot or voting in person, decide that now because your vote matters, especially with your representative in Congress and your president. So please vote wisely and vote now.
Okay, get up and go vote. Your voices need to be heard. Every vote matters. Every vote counts.
Hello, everyone, because it doesn't matter who's watching. Your voice needs to be heard. Go out and vote.
Vote. Everyone needs to hear you. You have to make America a better place and choose someone that will make America a great place and make it better. So go vote and make your best choice.
Vote, you need to be heard by other people. You can basically choose the future of the US. So go and vote for whoever you think can make the country a better place. You can go vote at libraries or wherever you want. Go vote.
Okay, so you have a tough decision to make. You could vote for Donald Trump or Joe Biden, but whoever you think will make America a better place, then you should vote for. So go ahead and vote so your opinion can count.
So a message I have for adults is vote for whoever you think is right and vote for whoever will help this country and make sure America is great again. And we should stop coronavirus.
Okay. Hi, adults. I'm a junior, not actually junior in high school, but I'm younger than you. So we are not capable of voting yet, but you are. And I just want to say never vote out of hate because you hate someone's laws or legislations. Please vote sensibly because voting is a privilege and please use it responsibly. Never vote out of hate. No one ever is going to doubt you on who you voted for. Just vote with the right intention and not with the feeling of hate. Thank you.
Okay, one thing I would want to tell the adults if I had the chance is our world is in a pandemic and there's two candidates. Try to pick the candidate that will help us, please. Help our earth. Because your vote isn't just going to help you, but your child, your grandchildren, your world. So a vote is, like Anika said, a big privilege in life. I am nowhere near to vote. I'm only in 5th grade right now. Have to finish middle school. So I'm nowhere near voting. So you are. So take the chance to do what's right.
But I want to say vote for who you think can make this world better because you're not just affecting, like, just one vote could affect this whole entire election. Like, Trump could win by one vote, Biden could win by one vote. And I'm not one to speak because I'm only in 6th grade and I can't really talk about it just because I don't like one president. But just make sure you choose who you think is the best and who you think would help.
I think you should just do what your gut says because whoever you think is gonna help the world or the environment, it's gonna help the whole world. It's just like one drop of water could affect the whole, like the person. So your vote could affect the whole world and based on who you vote for. So I think you should vote what your gut says.
So I just wanted to say that those of you who are going to vote, please vote sensibly because if you just vote on random, then that's not really going to help America or the whole world because voting for the president of America also helps the world because the president is in charge of trade and that stuff. Thank you.
Okay. So, I'm not really into like politics because I only am in 7th grade, but I think we should just vote who's best for America. But there's also there's not always you should look for what's best for America. I mean that is the main reason, but you should also look for personality and how they react to situations. So I just think vote who you like, not by always seeing what's best for America. You should also see a personality.
Okay, so why I think voting is important for our democracy and the future of our democracy is because w- it is our like job to try to make sure that the welfare of our country is doing good, and that can only happen is if we vote for a president or someone that we think it will do really well, whether it be their policies or what they say that they will do to help the country. So overall, I think voting will help us fix the issues and also resolve some issues that are happening in the country, and to also just uh, make everything better and to make sure that everything is better in the future too.
So I think voting is very important because if you vote, it means that you have a say in your government, and it means that your opinion is actually mattering in the overall scope. And I also think it's important because it's also restoring the democracy that basically the country runs on. And it means that it's for the betterment of our future, and we're basically getting to choose the leaders that we want to lead us and take us through the hard times and hardships. So if you want a better future and if you want to make sure that you have a say in your government, you should go vote.
And you should vote because your vote matters. We've seen that slogan so many times, and it's pretty true because your vote matters, and your vote decides, the future of America.
So we are all lucky to be living in a democracy where we actually get a say in who to vote for. So if a bunch of people just decide not to vote and a certain group of people just vote, we obviously won't be getting a good consensus of who we want. Your vote can actually decide who will be running the country for the 4 years. So obviously, you want a good leader to be running the country or holding any position of power. This is why it is important to vote.
Hey, I'm only 14. I can't vote, but if you're eligible to vote and you're over 18, go and vote.
I'm only 10, and if you're eligible to vote, you should vote.
Right. People who are older than 18 or 18, go vote. It matters. You have the chance. Take that chance. It doesn't matter who, just make sure you vote.
I'm under 18, but I'm telling you, voting is free, and it gives you advantages.
You can vote now. Make sure to go vote so you can choose your president and you have a chance of getting the president you want.
My age is something random under 18, but you may be older, so you better vote because it's a democracy. You get to choose your president.
I'm only 11, and if you're 18 and older, you should vote. You have a chance. And every vote counts. Your vote might change the whole entire state or world.
Vote, and whoever you vote, it's going to make a difference to yourself or to your family or to anyone. And if you're over 18, just vote, and it's free. So you better vote. I don't know who you want to vote, but just vote, okay?
Vote. You need to vote. Otherwise, you lose so many opportunities. Do you want the wrong person to become president or the wrong person to lead this? Well, then if you don't, then vote. Otherwise, you'll miss so many different things. Voting plays a huge role. We're supposed to vote as humans. I'm 14, and I do have opinions, but I can't vote. So you as an adult should at least vote because this is an opportunity you get as an adult. So vote.
I don't care who you vote for. Yeah. I don't care when you vote. I don't care why you're voting. Just go out and vote. Our country needs people like you who stand for what they believe in and will go forth and conquer to make sure they get what they want.
Vote. Go out and vote. It's a right that people have fought for, and you have that right. You can get your voice heard. Go out and vote for someone you want to lead your country. Don't let the wrong person win. Vote so that your voice can be heard.
COVID-19 is not a joke. Forest fires are not a joke. And global warming is definitely not a joke. We can't control the president we have now, but we can control the president we will have. So use your brain and go out there and vote.
Okay, everybody, I think we should be voting right now because yes, we have Donald Trump as our current president, and for our next president, we may have either Biden or Trump. And We are the ones who choose. So go out and vote, because we can't go crying out later saying we didn't get the president we want. So if you vote, that means you get to choose who you get as our next president.
2020 election. Both the candidates are ugly old white men. However, your vote could make a difference. And even if you don't have to agree with me, just go out and vote. Don't complain after, because you knew you could have done something. One person could change the whole election. As you know, the system is corrupt. So one vote could literally change the entire future of America.
I am a voter. Russell Wilson is a voter. We are all voters. Vote in the 2020 election. Well, both candidates, well, in my opinion, I'm not going to vote for both candidates. They both are old men that need to retire, and we need more younger people to run for president.
Everyone, please vote. Your vote can change the election. We need the best president possible. Not voting is basically giving up your voice for change. It's an opportunity for change and for a new president.
Okay, so the 2020 election is coming up soon. Everyone should vote now. Do not wait, just vote now. Would you vote for Trump, who's been president for 4 years, or would you give Joe Biden a chance? Try your votes, because one vote can change the world.
Vote now. You should vote for the 2020 election. Trump or Biden, choose now.
Okay, so as we all know that the election is coming up, and would you like to, pre-vote, or would you like to wait on 5 million people online and, do that? No, pre-vote, guys. Your vote counts. Maybe the person you were, vouching for lost. You'd regret it. Who knows? Maybe they lost by 1 vote.
You guys should vote because, well, if you don't vote, a lot of people didn't vote last election, so I think you should vote. Because, let's say somebody lost by 10 votes, and then the 10 people who didn't vote, and then they could have made the difference. Then they could have helped them win, and maybe that person was the better fit for the country. So you see, maybe they weren't, but at least you should make the effort to vote, even if you think it doesn't really count, because it really does.
Guys, you should vote. Like everyone else said, your vote counts. If you thought that my vote won't count, there's millions of people in the US. Well, under that same logic, everyone in the US wouldn't be able to vote, and we wouldn't have a leader. And it would be almost like anarchy. And also, if you don't vote, what if you were the last person to vote and you could have voted our next president and each president got a tie and you were the last person that had to vote? You could have chosen the president of the United States. So everybody, please just vote. And it doesn't matter who you vote, just vote for whoever you think will be a great leader.
So continuing what they said, everyone should vote. Voting is a privilege. If you have it, use it. It's not something you get every year. Voting only happens once in every 4 years. Do it while you can. Don't miss out on your chance. You can be a change. Just vote.
Go and vote right now. Even though you can't vote, go ahead and tell your parents or somebody to vote, because voting matters and your vote matters and it counts for this country, and it could make a change if you just go and vote. Even though you're still young, you could still tell your parents or people you know who can vote to go vote.
As a citizen, it is your duty to vote. As a citizen, you also have that right to do so, and it is a very valued privilege. It is in your best interests to exercise that right. I know that all of you have your own opinions for what this country, how this country should function for the next 4 years. In order to make a difference in this upcoming election for who becomes president, you have to vote. Without voting, your opinions will not be expressed in the final calculations. Every vote counts. Don't expect that others will vote for who you want. Everything depends on your vote. Please vote for the better of this country.
Hi, my name is Vanita, and everybody who is old enough to vote, please vote. Because this 2020 election is a very interesting one because right now we have the pandemic going on and we need to choose the best candidate to govern our country during these times. So you can go out, you can vote for whichever candidate you want, but please vote and ask other people you know who are old enough to vote.
All right. So anyone who is eligible to vote, who is a citizen and old enough, has to vote. It is more important than ever to vote during 2020 because what decisions we make impact the whole country. And as you can tell, our country isn't in such good state. So we need a good leader to take place and lead our country to make sure that America is great. We have to make sure that our voice gets heard. So please vote.
Voting isn't something you have to do. It's something that most people want you to do. And if you vote today, you can get your voice heard. Vote today for whoever you feel like it.
Okay, so hi. As you can see, I'm not old enough to vote, but you can if you're old enough. And you can get your voice heard because right now our country is not in a very good shape since Corona came. And you can choose what leader you think you can lead the country and can make good decisions. So please vote.
Okay, so many people are not old enough to vote. And right now, as we all know, is the election time. And during this election time, even if you can't vote, you can still contribute to the country that you live in and will grow up in and most likely get a job in. So if you want to protect your future and your family's future, please vote for someone and tell anyone who is and who doesn't want to vote to tell them to vote. It really helps. It's simple. It's not complicated. You're not spending $1 million. It's just simple. Now, please go vote.
Please vote. It's going to help us and you and your family.
As you can see, I'm not old enough to go vote. But maybe you can vote for whoever you want to. If you don't vote, then maybe someone you don't want to be a president might be elected. If you vote, it's one small way of having your voice heard. If you just go and simply vote one time, maybe something big will actually happen. Please go and vote. It's very important. It's the biggest thing you can do for America.